Okay, it's we're standing in front of Constitution Avenue here in Eden Prairie. And so I'd like to talk to you today about the 18th Amendment. Now, the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is kind of unique because it's the one time the government tried to experiment with social behavior, so to speak. And so in 1789, the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution were written. They were all ratified within 2 years. And then there was the Reconstruction Amendments. 3 amendments, 13, 14, and 15, were all ratified over a 5-year period after the Civil War. And then about 60 years later, in 1913, the first of what I call the Progressive Era Amendments was ratified. And the 13th Amendment, the 16th Amendment, the 17th Amendment, the 18th Amendment, and the 19th Amendment were all passed, ratified in a whirlwind of ratification to change the Constitution, because amendments are additions or changes to the U.S. Constitution, and they were all ratified in about a 6-year period. But the one amendment I want to talk real briefly about today is the 18th Amendment, because the 18th Amendment prohibited intoxicating liquors in the United States of America. It was the 18th Amendment. And when the 18th Amendment was ratified in 1919, places like Shell's Brewery in New Ulm, Minnesota couldn't make beer anymore. So they were sitting around one day in and this, I might be embellishing the story a bit here, in New Ulm, Minnesota, they were trying to decide, what are we going to make if we can't make beer? And somebody said, well, let's make root beer. And they said, yeah, that's a good idea. What should we call it? And somebody said, well, we'll call it Minnesota and sell it in little cans. Well, that maybe I made up, but nonetheless, they decided to call it 1919 root beer, because that's the year Prohibition started. And the 21st Amendment, 1919, Prohibition, 18th Amendment was ratified. It was repealed by the 21st Amendment in 1933.